Hi guys, I'm Dave.
Ken.
And Ken. And this is Beer Virtually. So we've been doing a few special releases and fancy beers, and Ken had suggested two beers that I had not tried that we found locally at the Total Wine. So La Fin du Monde and Terrible, both by the same brewery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both by Unibroue?
B-R-O-U-E.
Unibroue? They're both by Unibroue.
They are both by Unibroue.
So we're going to start with this one. This one is, what is this, 10%?
You gotta edit it now.
Yeah. Okay, this is 9% ABV and it's 19 IBU. So I'm guessing this is going to be fairly sweet. So without further ado, let's crack this open. It's pretty fun. It
It's
says
in Quebec, Canada.
Oh, Canadian beer. I don't know if I've ever. Well, I've had Canadian beers from fishing up there and stuff, but
You didn't say A.
A. So this has a
A.
This has a champagne style cage over the cork, and it has. It looks to be a real cork.
Yeah. No, that's a synthetic cork.
You think? It looks to be a real cork.
No, yeah. So these I like to pop
Whoa.
out of here. Yeah,
That's kind of cool. It's both directions.
and so there's your bottle cap that you put on the magnet that we talked about last time on the fridge.
Yeah.
And then it's cool because you got a little pattern in it. It's got a big unibroue. I'm trying to look up how to pronounce it.
This is very light. Almost looks like a wheat beer, but this is not a wheat beer, right? Ken? But this is a wheat. This is a wheat triple.
Yeah, it's a triple wheat ale.
So what's a
white ale, otherwise known as? Right?
what's a regular Hefeweizen?
It's a Hefeweizen.
But that's not an ale. That's a what? A
Uh,
lager or pilsner?
it's an ale.
All right. So first sip. Let's see if we got.
Oh, we didn't already. It's delicious. Sorry, I didn't wait. I should have smelled
It's
it.
got a slightly bitter smell. Maybe a little lemony almost.
I was getting sick this
I don't
week.
think you can find that when you I looked it up. In another place, it's discontinued.
It definitely tastes like a wheat beer. It has a very bright finish, like almost tastes like it has a lemon in it, like a tuber or something. Actually, with such a low IBU, I expected it to be sweeter. It's not.
Did you tell me that?
Yeah.
19?
19. Yeah, 9%, 19 IBU. Pretty cool. The color is cloudy.
It's unfiltered for sure.
Yeah, definitely
It's
unfiltered.
like crisp.
There's probably a whole bunch settled on the bottom, huh?
Yeah, we probably should.
We probably should have swirled it a little.
You know, you're supposed to, without shaking it, you're supposed to.
Eric, it's on this
It's
one.
it's definitely easier to do once you get a little out of the bottle though. Let it sit. Now that you shook it all up.
Yeah, but I didn't shake it up enough, right? So I think it should be okay. The same
Oh,
color.
yeah, that's a nice. Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, if
A little
it's
bit
on
more.
Amazon, yeah.
So for me, this is a beer I would definitely try one of and enjoy it, but I don't think I would drink more than one of them. I think this beer would, after one of them, because it's a wheat beer, it's gonna.
Well, it's
feel-
like a 9%, so one bottle you'd be on your tail side, so.
You definitely would.
Or not, yeah. Well, I would be on my tail side if I drank that whole thing.
There's not really any lacing per se. There's a very thin, light head.
Well, we haven't drank enough. It's probably going to lace up.
You think so?
Because I poured more in it.
It's true.
Screwed it up.
And what causes the lacing? Do you know? I mean, it's obviously the head clinging to the glass, but what causes that and some beers don't do it?
Well, first of all, you can.
We need to do one of these with Mike.
Yeah, exactly. if you have a clean glass or if you have a soapy glass, then it won't stick to the glass, right? The friction, there's too much, and then the soap obviously repels.
Well, what if you have a
oils
clean?
and
What if you
stuff.
have a clean glass and you still? You can't get lacing from on a clean glass. It's gonna be minimized, I guess, right?
Right, so they always say to wash it out with water rather than soap. Your glass.
Yes, I wash these with water, and then I dry them wet, so I don't let them dry naturally. It's pretty interesting that they stamped it both directions, readable in both directions.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah.
So they can stick it in production. They can stick it in either way.
Oh, this is not
So when it's first formed, it's just a cylinder.
really.
Yeah. And they stick the cylinder in there, right?
But those are different sizes and everything. And one's closer to the end. Those are definitely ones meant to be
It's
on
the
one.
bottlenecks, right?
Yeah, I
So-
get that. Yeah, I see that.
And so it causes that shape.
But that's permanent. That'll never come back up. That is real cork too, right? That's not
Yeah, that's real.
So this is a beer that over time you probably almost want to store like a wine bottle, right?
Yeah. Anything with a real cork. And the cork will deteriorate over time. That's why people use synthetic corks. Because
And there was a cork shortage a couple years ago.
well, yeah, because cork is just the bark of a tree.
It's amazing. Though. You know, up until a couple years ago, they had sprinkler systems that had cork in them, and the cork would get wet and swell, and then the sprinkler system wouldn't run. So if it rained,
Really?
yeah. If it rained, so that this would like stick out like on the side of the house. You'd probably see them like I probably point out to you.
Yeah.
This little thing would stick out on the side of the gutter, and when it got wet, it would swell and it would disconnect the switch, so it wouldn't allow the sprinklers to turn on because the grass was wet because the cork was wet. When the cork dried out, they figured the grass would be dry and then the sprinklers would come back on.
Nice.
That's your beer virtually useless fact of the day.
Right?
Your hair is combed the other side and
So you like wheat beers more than I do, like for sure.
Yeah.
I like some wheat beers. I had
Which wheat beers?
I don't know.
So, my favorite wheat beer, if you're in Germany, you can get Francis Conner, and that stuff's both the Dunkel, the dark, and the regular Francis.
I like darker wheat beers. I enjoy darker wheat beers. All right, guys, we're having some technical difficulties with this SD card for some reason. So we're going to finish this beer. All right, guys, we're having all sorts of technical difficulties with the other camera. So we figured we would finish this one off on this camera. And then, just because we have Eric here, and it's kind of fun,
Eric facial reaction.
we need to get an Eric facial reaction on this beer. Eric!
Guess facial expression.
Courtesy
Flair.
Eric Flair.
All right. What is this one?
This is Le Fin du Monde.
This is Brian's, one of Brian's favorite beers.
Smells good.
From
What's it smell like?
yeah. What are you picking up in
It
it?
smells fruity.
Fruity.
What kind of fruits?
I would go.
Sort of I don't know, pineapple-y kind of fruit.
I could see that.
I smell yeast.
Oh. It's really good.
There it is, folks. There it is.
It's really.
That's the money shot.
It smells great.
Eric, this is
But then you taste it and it's like super bitter, like right out of the gate. Bam!
Eric, this
And then it hangs with you, like it's still with me. It's really bitter.
is an IBU of 19. This is like way,
Very low on
way,
the alcohol
way.
level?
So it
No,
goes
no, not alcohol level. It's high alcohol.
9% alcohol.
So,
But
did you notice the
Bitterment. Oh, the bittering unit. So
yeah.
So
So
it's 9%. So it's a high.
So
high alcohol.
So it's 19 out of 100.
So it's pretty low on the bittering side.
Yes.
But it just powers you right out of the gate with bitter. We're strong. Maybe it's the alcohol content, but something is just very much worse
How do you pronounce
than
that brewery?
the last beer we had. I don't remember what that one was.
That was the Santa's Reserve, the Rogue Santa's Reserve.
Yeah, that one was way. I like that one in terms of smoothness and profile.
I would say that one was smoother than
This is very like harsh. Unibroue.
That's what I said. Unibroue. It's funny.
I think it's Unibroue.
Bra.
Uni brewery.
It's French, so it's got to be something.
Uni brewery.
It's Canadian.
Smells
Canadian
wonderful, like really amazing. But then
Called
you
Mark
hit it
Robinson.
and it just doesn't. It doesn't respond the way you would think, given the pleasant aroma you get out of it.
Pleasant
It's
aroma
like,
is not
wham!
really
Whacks
good.
you in the face and then just kind of hangs.
And you know
with on
what?
the back of your
Now that
tongue.
this has warmed up a hair, it definitely is more more aromatic. Now that it's warmed up another 3-4 degrees from when we first opened it.
It wasn't as
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The warmer it gets, the more aromatic.
I think people drink beers from testing this, and I've used a thermopen and tested it at different temperatures, and I find like 52 degrees, 52 to 54 is a good temperature. When it comes out of the fridge, it's like 46 to 47.
Okay. So you don't get quite so much on the...
Right. So if you let it sit
smell.
on the counter for a few minutes, like I actually held this under my arm for a few minutes
We did.
before we opened it.
That's where the aroma comes from. Yeah. All right. Interesting beer.
All right, Eric, we got 2 more coming up that you'll be asked for the guest facial expression.
All right. Let's do it.
I want to figure out how to pronounce this. Wait, do you have a Dave story of the episode?
Oh, you guys, I'm wearing my Raleigh Beer Garden shirt. If you've never been to this bar and you're anywhere near Raleigh and you enjoy beer even a little bit,
There we go.
oh, look at you, the Orlando Brewing representing the hometown.
O-Town.
So, but the Raleigh Beer Garden is in an absolutely amazing place. There are, I believe, 3 beers and I think 3 bars and over 300 beers on draft. It is a bonanza of craft beer. It's fantastic. There's one bar I think that's just local beers, and 2 other bars that are. And then they have a Airstream out back and a van that's also
Taco trailer?
a bar.
Oh, the Airstream's a bar?
Yes.
It's pretty badass.
Yes.
I have an Airstream. It's a lawn ornament.
You should make it a bar.
In my backyard.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Come out and help me.
Well, all right, we got to come up with some plans so we don't waste time out there, like figuring shit out the first 2
What are we
days.
drinking beer the whole time? What do you mean waste time?
No, but we have to have a plan that we get started before we start drinking beers. Like, we have to make our
Right.
first couple cuts of lumber before we
We're getting
crack
up
a
at
beer.
like 6 in the morning because we're going to start drinking at 10.
See, to me, if you're on vacation or you're fishing or,
Or
you're
you're
off
just
or you're
living.
or you're off work, yeah. I think
That's
like,
the key. You're at work. You should be drinking at 10.
maybe one at lunch, maybe. If you can handle that, if you're that type of person that can have one
what?
at lunch,
You know what?
I can have a beer at lunch. I'd have a beer at lunch.
beer at lunch because I don't want to go back to work. Would you want to go back to work if you had a beer at lunch?
I find a
No.
beer refreshing with some
You would
food.
want to go home and watch YouTube.
And you know what? This started, the whole beer at lunch thing started after high school. I went to this I went to Cancun, this graduation trip. Every day I had a chicken salad sandwich from this little bar across the street from the hotel and a Dos Equis Amber with a lime every day. And it was like the perfect complement to the chicken salad sandwich. It doesn't sound like it would go well together, but it did. Maybe it's just because I was in Mexico. I don't know. And maybe it was because I was
Environmental conditions count.
Maybe it's because I was 18 and didn't have a palate worth of shit. I don't know. But it worked well.
That's the Dave story of the episode.
There you go. So, till next time, guys. Cheers.
Prost.
We finished for real this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good stuff.